Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Dr. Keisha, and I am the founder of many different platforms, namely the Spreading Truth Ministry platform. That's what we're going to focus in on today. And there is a reason why we are up this late at night and I am doing this broadcast. But before I go into my why, I really do hope and pray that everybody's well, that you're blessed, that you're safe, that you're sound, that your family is blessed and safe and sound. And if not, we're praying for you. We are praying for you. You know, what I've discovered since the beginning of me launching this channel and going online and doing ministry or doing commentary and things of that nature, I've noticed that though we are very small, we're a small platform relatively, in comparison to others, small, subscribers, the numbers are very few. We're building. And we're probably in my opinion, based upon the numbers, at least, based upon the numbers, probably the least threatening group that is out there on social media. That's what I think, but obviously that's not the case. So much so, we are constantly, when I say we, meaning this platform, is constantly being attacked on a regular basis, whether it's by social media people, or whether it's by bots, or whether it's by people that are in charge of running the social media platforms. We are constantly under attack. So, you know what? That's an indicator. It's an indicator that we're on the right track and that we are doing something right. Um, yeah, and we are effective because no one bothers anyone who's ineffective or someone who's not making gains or someone who isn't reaching the mark. So obviously we're doing the thing. So congratulations to all of those that follow Spreading Truth Ministry. Congratulations for those that support the channel. Congratulations, because you are doing a service. Because of what we provide is so impactful, they're trying to shut us down way before we can gain the numbers, way before we can gain anything monetarily. They're trying to shut us down because we are unapologetically people of God, people of the light, people walking in the truth. And that's why this ministry is called Spreading Truth Ministry. It's because we are walking in the light, we are walking in the truth, and we are spreading it. And of course, the enemy hates that because he's the father of lies and he wants to tear us and people like us down. He wants to muzzle us. He wants to stop and block us. The Bible says that he wants to kill, steal, and destroy. But guess what? No weapon formed against me and no weapon formed against this platform will prosper. There's a few things that I want to share with you just to bring this to your attention so that you can continue to keep us in prayer and continue supporting us because we are actually making a difference. Because again, if we're not making a difference, then we wouldn't be going through this. We wouldn't be suffering attacks and threats wouldn't be made to shut down our channel if we are not being effective. But clearly we are, and that's why we're experiencing what we're experiencing. So I say, not only do I encourage myself, and I encourage people like me, I say, keep on keeping on. Keep on sharing the truth. Amen. Keep on exercising your constitutional right. So let's go into it. First of all, I want to share the information that I received on tonight. Like I said, I was caught off guard when I saw it, but guess what? That's okay. All right, I'm going to share with you because I think you should know. You should know what's going on. All right. So let me share so that you can see exactly what's going on. All right. So hopefully you see what I see. What you should see is the YouTube channel. Let me just go ahead and make it as big as possible, even if I can put my little face at the bottom so that you know it's me talking. All right. Happy Sabbath, also, one and all. So, what you're looking at is a community guidelines strike. Okay. I received that today. Now, I received a warning in 2022 about some content that I don't even know anything about, y'all. I don't even know. I don't even know. I guess I received I'm so confused. It says I received a warning, and then it said something about now. According to them, the content was removed, but the warning was given to me in October the 4th, 2022. So that was last year. And the content is below. Because first I was confused because I was looking at some other videos and I'm like, wait a minute. What are they talking about? So they're talking about some content that was done a while ago. But the warning was received on last year around October the 4th. Okay, so what I did was I pulled up the video, right? I pulled up the video and it says that it was removed. It was removed for violating the community guidelines. Now, what's interesting is that this particular video, they did allow me to watch to see what was on it. And the video basically was talking about, I think it was around about the end of the elections in 2020. And I have it on my phone, but I gotta kind of like upload it in order to bring it back up again. But I don't want to get another strike. So let me just go through my process of appealing the decision, because there was nothing on there that violated the strike. And more specifically, they're saying I violated a misinformation policy. And they were saying something about an elections misinformation policy. There was nothing expressed in that video that I created that violated any election misinformation policy. Nothing. Nada. let me make sure that you're seeing what I see. No, because you're not able to see that page. So it was an election one. Let me try to see if I can bring it up. Okay, let me stop sharing so that you can see exactly what it is I'm seeing, so that you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about, so that you can be in prayer along with me, because it's clear that we are doing something right. Okay, so basically they said, whoever the they is, I'm not even sure who the they is, but somehow or another, this video that I did years and years and years ago, obviously was around 2020. So what is this, 2023? So 3 years ago, a video that I did right after the elections. I basically was encouraging the people to hang on in there. Okay. But I made mention of the elections. I made mention of some of the things that were being discussed during that time in history. Okay. And so they're claiming, because I mentioned something about the elections and voting and stuff like that, that I was providing some misinformation, lies. First of all, I used to work, as at the voting booth. I used to work at the polls. I was a poll worker for many, 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 many years. And so I provided what the New York state laws are and processes and procedures in regards to voting, and how there is a bipartisan support for voting. Okay. That's exactly what I shared. And I also shared that the people should be in prayer about what's been going on and how our country, expressing my opinion, and again, what was going on at the time, which was some upheaval of sorts during 2020. Okay. And according to them, I shared some information that was misleading. Now, mind you, I'm fighting it, because no, that's a complete lie. There was nothing misleading at all about the information that was shared in that video that was made 3 years ago. Okay. Now, one of the things that I looked into, and I think oftentimes as YouTubers, content creators, social media people, whatever, however you want to frame it. One of the things we scream is, oh, freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about freedom of speech. Yes, within our country, we have the First Amendment. And the First Amendment protects our rights in terms of freedom of speech, right? And that we're not to be infringed upon. They're not to stop us from speaking freely, writing and sharing ideas and giving opinions. We should be able to do this freely within our country. It's on the law book. It has not been amended as of yet, but clearly we're moving to a place where we don't want to go. But here's the caveat. When you scroll down, and I got this information obviously off the Cornell Law School website. When you scroll down, it says here that while the public has a right to freedom of speech when it comes to the U.S. government, the public does not have this right when it comes to private entities. Companies and private employers are able to regulate speech on their platforms and within their workplace, since the First Amendment only applies in the government. That's the caveat. So this right allowed Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to ban said president. And also it says companies like Facebook and YouTube were able to ban misleading information on the pandemic and other issues. And obviously it's swinging over to the election too. So thoughts in regards to the election. They're now trying to limit what you can say, ban you if they feel like what you're saying, even though it's an opinion or your experience, bans you and claim that it's misleading when it is not. All right. Now, here it says that the Supreme Court recently affirmed that private entities are not restricted by the First Amendment. So this is why it's important. It's important who we elect in these positions, because ultimately, when I say we, meaning the I don't care what level it is, whether it's judges and magistrates, whatever level it is, whether it's mayors and all kinds of other political leaders, regardless of whatever level they may occupy, we have to be careful who we elect in these positions. Because what happens is, if we don't vet them and if we just vote blindly, or if we vote based upon party line, but not know what people's morals and values are, because that's what pretty much leads them in their processes, their conviction. So when they get in a position, they're not necessarily ruling based upon the law. They're ruling based upon their interpretation of the law. And so in this case, the Supreme Court ruled and said, oh, private entities, Constitution, you can do what you want to do. It doesn't apply to you. Okay? You can basically ban, muzzle, retaliate against any person that says something that you don't want them to say, or talk about, or express an opinion that you don't want for them to express. And yeah, you can muzzle them, and it's completely okay. Now, these are the same folks that's supposed to defend the Constitution, but they're saying, I don't think that particular law applies to private entities, only federal. Only federal. And so I started digging. I said, okay, so what spaces are federal? What spaces are not? Or more specifically, who owns YouTube? Googled it, found out. Let me share what I discovered. Let me make sure I got it all nice and pulled up. Here we go. Oh, that's not it. I'll find it. Just give me a minute. All right, let's see. All right, so I asked a question. First I asked who owns YouTube. And then it says YouTube is owned by Google. So I asked Google the question, who owns Google? And this is the answer that I got. The person that owns Google is listed right here. Right there. Let me see. Let me go to where you are so that you can see what I see right here. So who owns Google? You'll see the search results, and it says the Alphabet Inc., American holding company and parent company of Google. And then it has an Indian American business executive, CEO of Google LLC, and Alphabet Inc. Sundar, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. So he is the CEO and business executive of Google and also of YouTube. All right. So I am not clear on what their processes are because that video was 3 years ago. I haven't played the video. I don't know why my particular channel is being targeted right now, because that's what it appears to be. It seems as if my channel is being targeted. And trust me, I don't have very many subscribers on the channel in comparison to other people. I don't. Though I have a lot of hits on my videos, not all of them, but there are some videos that I've had 15,000 views and different things like that. But because I don't have a lot of subscribers, I have less than 500 subscribers on my channel. I don't get any money. So the question then becomes, why is YouTube/Google, why are they flagging me? Why are they flagging my channel? Why are they infringing upon, even though they have their rules, they're infringing upon my constitutional rights to express myself about my world? That's the whole point of having a YouTube, is to commentate, right? It's to vlog. It's to share your thoughts. But clearly they don't want you to share your thoughts about anything medical related. They don't want you to share your thoughts in regards to anything political. They don't want you to share your thoughts about the elections. They don't want you to share your thoughts regarding that because they think that it creates all kinds of problems when you do that. And I think that's utterly ridiculous. And I think that if they can't trust people to come on a platform to share their thoughts and I know that there are some people that are just warped in their minds. Maybe they should ban the people from watching versus banning channel that's presenting original content expressing their thoughts. Maybe they should ban the people from watching that can't manage or handle an opinion and doesn't know the difference between what is an opinion and what is fact. I don't know. But what I do know is the reason why that our little bitty channel is under attack is because we're speaking truth to power right now. It's because, and it's funny, our little channel is a Goliath. I'm sorry, we're David. And we're speaking to a Goliath about the things that are going on in the world that's not right. And I believe that because we are speaking truth to power on this little bitty platform, that somehow or another, someone doesn't like it. And so they're trying their best to bring this little bitty channel down. But guess what? You can't silence this channel. You can't silence me. I don't care if I have to go out in the streets with a bullhorn. I'm going to share the truth. So with that being said, I really do hope that they don't take this further. And I really do hope that, again, I'm disputing it. Let's see what happens. But we're going to continue to pray. We're going to continue to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. We're going to continue to speak truth to power. We're not going to stop. We're not. Nor am I intimidated by anyone that comes against this platform and that comes against me. Because what I do know is that you don't have the heart to come face to face. You don't have the heart to do that. So you have to do it behind the scenes. And what I also know is that My effectiveness is not limited to my social media presence. I'm just as effective offline. So it is completely fine. If this channel gets shut down completely, it won't stop or block anything. We're going to still continue to pray. We're going to continue to make gains. We're going to continue to do the work of God until the day of Jesus Christ, until he returns. So I behoove whoever's behind the scenes doing this, you better watch yourself, because God has a way. God fights for his children. You best believe, especially for those that are unapologetically walking in the light. God will fight for his children, and he is fighting for us. And so we'll continue to pray. I've already set the the platform, the time for prayer is at 6 a.m. Let's go ahead and advertise it. I'm going to lay down and get a little bit of rest, and we'll get up and we'll meet you at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for prayer. You are welcome to join us. We're going to pray and pray through. Also, you're welcome to like this video, make a comment if you choose to, because you should exercise your liberties and be free to express yourself. We welcome that. You can subscribe also to the YouTube channel. Let's add some more subscribers so that we can get to that place where we can have a stronger presence, and then we can take our numbers and go elsewhere. I'm open for that. Like and or show us some love, tag and or feel free to share. All right, so that's pretty much all that I got. Thank you so much for watching. And I guess I'll see you all in the morning. You take care, and we're going to continue fighting on. But I just wanted to bring it to your attention that we're not scared. That's first and foremost. If we lose the platform, I'm okay with that too. We're going to keep on moving forward. That's it. All right. So peace and blessings until next time. That's it. God bless. Shalom.